Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fatigue and Waiting. I'm not entirely certain what's gonna happen here, but we're gonna find out. Alright, so everything sounds terrible. Where's one sin? What about you, kids? Do you see one sin in 100 good deeds? If you do, point him out. Insert the do music from Jeopardy that I'm not allowed to play. There he is. Oh, it is Malkuth. No. Ah, no. Alright, which one? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Malkuth and Netzak. So, alright. I'm gonna need a notepad. This is gonna suck. It's a good thing I have a second computer. This is a bit unconventional, but should work for my purposes. Alright, so attachment is repression. If attachment is repression, then what is repression? Repression is insight. Alright. Do I have any other neutrals? I do, but I'm not going to work him. Does anyone else not really care? 10+2 is bad. Decreased. Escaped. Its own containment unit attempts to something. Alright, well, if repression is insight, then what is insight? Insight is instinct, which means instinct is attachment. Right, Dakota? Look at that. Perfect. Sorry about the odd. No idea where to go. I didn't know there were gonna be words to read. Oh wait. Yeah, this is Malkuth in. I think it's Netzak. I can tell by looking at this. Can they regenerate it? They're regenerating. Dollhead. Oh, good lord. I'm sorry, sir. I need insight. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to leave you waiting like that. God knows I'd rather not. I'm aware that it's a flip-flop, but instinct and attachment are the same success rates on those three abnormalities. I need instinct, so I want insight. I want repression, so I want insight. That's not right. No, I wanted attachment. That's fine though, it worked out. Well, technically speaking, I can kind of coast through the day on just these abnormalities. Repression is insight. Attachment is repression. You're dead, but who cares? There's a lot of words on the screen right now. Instinct is attachment. Insight is repression. That's very convenient. Who's melting down today? Oh, it's a tool. No one cares about tools. Oh, yeah. Okay. That confirms it. So it is in fact Netzach and in Malkuth, which means it'll be Yasad and Had. Or is it all at the same time? It could all be happening at the same time. If Had's happening, that's not a problem. Our stats are so damn high, it doesn't... Oh, White Dawn! You're kidding me! Well, they're not all happening at the same time, because nothing is pixelated. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it's Punishing Bird. Do I have to figure this out again? So I'm sending him in there for instinct, which should give me attachment. It does. And I should get instinct out of insight, and that will confirm that it has in fact not changed. Okay. Since I can do that. And that. Yeah, right? Repression equals insight? Yeah, okay, good. I want repression, so I'm gonna do insight. Or the other one, repression. Yeah, whatever I sent them in there for. I'm sure somebody knows. That's not right. I've just got to be real careful. Repression is insight. Repression is insight. Repression is insight. Save you from that obnoxious bird. I need the energy quota, which I can get pretty easily. So repression is insight, instinct is attachment. I need to do my normal setup. It's gonna be a dawn. Shouldn't be an issue. Do I know the statuses? Yeah, I know what damage types they do. Okay. So I want attachment. So I want instinct. No, it is Yasad. Why would you do this to me? Who is it gonna be? I can't tell. Is it a white? It's a white fixer. White's immune to white, so just don't send white. Black, black, red, pale, black, black, white, white, red, black, black. No idea. White, I think. Well, this is a goddamn travesty. Move you out. Just in case she does her little jingle bells. Jingle bells, jingle bells. I want you in here too. Good lord, it's loud. Okay, she's dead. Oh my god, no! Okay, so I need to know. So, insight is repression. Please hurry. Okay, so it didn't change. It's the same. I'm gonna send everyone back to their homes. I only ever need to do this with the white fixer, which is why I usually go for her last. So if I want insight, I could do that. I'm gonna assume that this is the same too. Or at least if it isn't, sure is gonna be awkward when all these guys escape. Yes, it's the same. I can't see what's happening. Got any more pixels? At least this is normal looking. That's good. At least it's just the HUD. I can tolerate just the HUD. I need instinct. Which is insight. And then repression is insight. Insight is instinct. Who's melting down? Crying child? I'd rather you melted down. I don't want to deal with it. Yep, these are both just going to be meltdowns. Because I can't work the singing machine and I can't work crying child. Yeah, look, their stats are down. You can see the red pixelation. Got any more pixels? It's time, innocent employee. Got any more damn pixels? Boy. I sure hope that this is still the same. Send her in for repression. It's insight, so it's still the same. Got a low score on that, so we're not going to do it again. Sure is a lot of words. Can I really tell what's going on? Not really. Gonna be honest. Kind of just want to get the quota met. Move on. Didn't like whatever I worked on you last, apparently. So instinct is attachment. But so insight should give me instinct. That's attachment. Right. Okay. And I can't see what's going on. So, instinct is attachment. No. No, it's not. Attachment is repression. So it did rotate. Alright. Let's retry the day. We learned a valuable lesson. Just because it looks like it doesn't change, doesn't mean it doesn't change. Alright, let's start this over. Okie dokie. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? I've also learned. No, I really don't. Where's White Knight? I hate it that abnormality moves around. Well, who did he replace? Okay, so he's up here. Indeed. Okay. So, what is instinct, Jacob? By that same question, I'll let him go. So, instinct is attachment. Which means that attachment is probably insight. It's pressure, I'm dumb. Okay. What is insight? Insight is insight. What? Hold on a minute. It can't be. Insight can't be insight. If attachment is insight, attachment's repression. Well, all of this is irrelevant because now I'm screwed. Piper has the heart. Which means Piper can't work on anything except Leticia for the rest of the day, which isn't an option. I can't have one of my very few employees stuck like that. That's just not an acceptable outcome. This is going to be something I'm going to try a lot, I get the feeling. Alright, let's try it. Let's do this again. Only this time I'll be smarter about the way I handle it. And you're in a good location where only one person can work on you. Alright, game, what is instinct? Instinct is repression. Okay, if instinct is repression, then what is repression? Insight. What is insight? Insight is instinct. I don't have attachment anywhere. It means attachment's attachment then? Yeah, attachment's attachment. Attachment is attachment. Well, if attachment's attachment, then I don't have to be concerned about a rather large number of my doodads, because a lot of them that use attachment, I can just use attachment. And a rather large number of my things use attachment. Which one's melting down, I wonder? Ah, crap. What's inside? Repression. It's the meltdown phase. Attachment is still attachment. I think it changes after each ordeal. If that's the case, then I can still handle this. Having them all be attachment is actually very fortunate for us. Because a lot of our higher tier works are just attachment works. Alright, let's group them. Attachment is attachment. I don't want to take that gamble, so we'll initiate with one sin. And this should change the word types. And pixelate. Yep, pixelated. Look for the fixer. There's the fixer. Is it a red fixer? It's a black fixer, which means I can send everybody I want. Not you, though. That should be funny. I need to know what... So insight was repression. Is it still? And by that same factor, let's just see that. That produced instinct, which means it's different. So I wanted insight, I did repression, and so repression is instinct. So repression is instinct. Which doesn't help me. I can't read details. I'm looking for safe abnormalities. So if repression is instinct, what is instinct? Instinct is attachment. And if instinct is attachment, fuck. Well, if instinct is attachment, then I can just do this right now. So, what's attachment? Attachment is insight. Okay, so we have instinct, attachment, and insight. I need to know what repression is, so I need to see what insight is. So it's insight. That's good, that's good, that's good. So we have our standing orders. Instinct is attachment, which means I can just use the same method. Instinct is attachment. Instinct is attachment. Just wanted to make sure with my own eyes. Getting close to noon here. If not on noon already. So it's changed again. I sent him in for instinct and it came out as attachment, but that doesn't prove anything. Where are the fixers? So here's the white fixer. And here's a red fixer. Alright, so red fixer likes anything but red. And I have a surplus of non-red things. But I don't want anyone from this bottom department to go anywhere, so I'm going to landlock them. I'm going to know what one of those is. What is attachment? Attachment is insight. So you're the white fixer. Yes, you are. Duo is one of my weakers. So attachment is insight. So if attachment is insight, what is insight? Insight is repression. Okay. So attachment is insight, which means I can register this. Let's confirm that everyone is still alive. Okay. So insight is repression. So I have insight and I have repression. I've tried attachment. I've tried insight. What is instinct? Instinct is attachment. Still. So instinct is attachment. Insight is repression. Attachment is insight. So it's the same as before. It hasn't changed. That's odd. Let's test it. False. Wait, no, that's yes. Let's return quarters so I can divvy up again. Alright. Attachment should be insight, and it is. Instinct should be attachment. We should succeed here pretty simplistically. It may have changed again. I need to know what instinct is. And then that doesn't matter. So instinct was repression. Instinct was repression. Instinct is no longer. Repression is attachment, which is good to know. I don't think attachment works. It might. I get the feeling it doesn't. Come on. Okay, so repression is attachment. What is repression? No, what is attachment? Attachment is repression. That seems a little backwards. I have to hope for the best. So insight is insight. What? It's working though, so that's good. I need to confirm that. Insight is insight. So if inside is insight, then would that make instinct instinct? Instinct is instinct. Odd. So insight is insight. And instinct is instinct. What is attachment? Repression. Cool news is instinct now. Bonkers. This is absolutely bonkers. Inside is insight, so I can bring Blue Star into this. We've met the quota, but I don't know how far we're going. We hit into the meltdown phase, which means I need to cancel all works that were assigned. I'm gonna let that one melt down. I need to know if insight is still insight. It is. And instinct is still instinct. So insight is still insight and instinct is still instinct. What is attachment? Attachment is repression. Nothing changed. This is a dusk, I believe. I hope I don't have to fight a claw. That'd be inconvenient. Oh, Lord, this is getting complicated. I got a bad. Why? They died? Why though? Steven died. Were the conditions not met? Weigh your options. Is it worth restarting for Steven? I think it is. Who all died? Because it may have been more than one at this point. Just the one, but I don't know why he died. I can't see. I can't tell. He got a little into the work and just died. I don't know why though. At first I thought it was because the Netzacs they don't heal thing, but that can't be it, because everyone else is full health. Let's see, does everyone heal? He died at the last moment. Okay. Alright. So, I'm gonna do that again. without Steven dying, since I don't have to go past dusk, I'd rather do it again. Because I cannot lose his ego suit. Or his ego weapon. I do not have enough employees to lose any employees. I have to make it through these last 5 days with every employee. Because I don't have enough employees to just lose one like that. They're not high enough stat. I don't have enough of them. I don't. So I'm going to get back here off camera. Is this retry? I think it's retry. Never retried from that screen before, so I don't know. Fatigue and waiting. Still have Steven. I can't lose Da Capo. It's too hard to get it again because I'd have to take the silent orchestra and, deal with the silent orchestra. Nobody wants to do that. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, everybody. I'm pretty sure I made it through with no deaths. It's hard to tell at the end there. Okay, cool. So it does work. I did, in fact, install the Infinite Re-Extract mod. As I continue to look for the llama. I think that was it right there. I should really read all 3 of them before I skip. So that's what I'll be doing. Oh, Lord. And I have to check after this to see if anyone died. Nope. Come on now. Give me what I want. I don't think I can get it. I think it does give you a set pool to draw from, and then it just draws from that pool. I think that was it there, T. Again, I need to read before I skip. La Luna. I don't know. Maybe it is throwing the whole pool at me. I need your stuff again. None of these are what I'm looking for. I believe that is Alerun. I should take Spider Bud here. In fact, I think I will, because it's a completely neutral abnormality. Oh, here comes the talking. Hi. Hold on, I'm gonna need a glass of water for this. Ah, yeah, water. Do you remember when we still knew the warmth of the sun? We've become too cold to continue cherishing such things. No, in fact, we weren't meant to bask in such warmth in the first place. You feel it too, don't you? I can see you already feeling the nostalgia in the air, right as you stepped into this room. There is a tale of 2 doors. Those 2 doors that never wanted to be open, but had to be. Carmen. Hey, it's me. Are you there? Can I come in? I didn't want to listen to what would come next. I wanted to pretend I wasn't in the room, because I knew what she was going to tell me. Sometimes her thoughts could be extremely reckless. It really frightened me whenever she did that. Carmen. I saw her eyes right after opening that door. She walked into your lab and started illustrating her hypothesis. Carefully, yet decidedly. You wanted to tell her it was preposterous, but like always, she had you persuaded. You had no choice but to admit it was the only way. What made us, so upset was how much it hurt to listen to her put it so calmly, as if it were none of our business. How much we loathed ourselves for just having to tolerate it. We just can't seem to get any further than this. However, we will break through somehow. We've got Carmen with us after all. Don't worry, I think it'll all work out. The biological scans show that Carmen is the fittest candidate, but we haven't run a precision test yet. We want to find another candidate, we can always... Carmen can. Carmen is. Carmen would. Carmen. You should have been the one to die. The research wasn't bearing fruit. People were growing tired, yet their eyes glittered with expectation. She was on the edge. One more step would make her fall. And then one day, when Enoch's breath stopped, she finally realized that her path was always in her sight. Just one glance below the fall, and she'd never lift her head again. She wouldn't respond, no matter how many times I yelled. Only the sound of flowing water filled the air. I just kept yanking the doorknob, like I were insane. Yet I hoped it would never open. I hoped and prayed countless times. The first thing I saw, once I opened that door, was a pair of closed eyes. She stepped into the bath herself, so that not a fragment of needless emotion, like guilt, would pile up on us. We saw with our own eyes so clearly. She was bleeding out and delirious, but she still held on to life. We violated her body with our own hands and buried her underneath the ground. Why was she so cruel? And why did we have to become so cruel? We asked this question without an answer, to the toast that celebrated our success, blossomed with death. However, I have found a way to redeem us, at long last. You have come to the right place. This is the room where she sleeps. Don't worry, she won't wake up with this much noise. Can you meet her again? Let's do it like this. Ask her, she who was always watching you from the beginning. Carmen. I have something I should confess. I actually have a much weaker heart than everyone thinks. I always say stuff like, count on me, just follow me, in front of everyone, but I'm never sure about the things I do. If anyone were harmed or put in trouble because of what I do, I would definitely be shaken and end up hating myself. I know that. Whoa. That is why I need to ask you for a favor. No matter what I may become, please finish what I started. We humans have weak hearts. One crack and it easily crumbles. I am no exception to this, but you. I'm no exception to this, but you. You'll endure through it. There is only one way out and it'll never change. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Are you sure? Unsure? I have this routine I do whenever I'm afraid of the path I've taken. It's like being a plant, photosynthesizing. Ease up. your tension, and close your eyes. Just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles, no? But just wait. Now, fade away without a trace. There she is, my beautiful girl. Beautiful. Beautiful eyes. Yes, I was the only one. I was the only one who could fulfill her ideal. I was the only one who could finish it. Only me. However, she never told me this path of hers would be riddled with so much vicious thorns, with such vicious thorns and spikes. This is the bucket, created from Carmen's sacrifice. This bucket is the beginning and the end destination of this place. Cogito was endlessly produced here, spewing out life and death. When we saw the bath was overflowing, we thought everything was over. However, we couldn't have been more wrong. She is alive, right now, as this. She saw every path we walked. In reality, her ideal was simply too grand in the first place, and our power too minuscule to fulfill it. She sacrificed everything of hers, without a trace left behind. But you and I, we remembered the things we've done to become a wing, to stay a wing. It was revolting at first, but you see how we assimilated to it after the first few times. We flawlessly realized our hideous actions, just like all other wings. No, not just that. We even evolved our own unique cruelty that can't be found in any other wing. The story of how human sacrifices are required to fulfill our ideal needed to be continued. So we had put on the guise of simply being manic about the energy production. Although we knew the truth too well, we were really only pretending while we were so indifferent towards the countless deaths. Probing and combing through the brain of a woman to blend into the world, to evade the head and the eye. Throwing a person into the jaws of a monster just to gain some energy. Reincarnating your colleagues just to make them live through the same agony again and again. Do you really think that those are things any normal person would do? Yet we closed up our eyes and ears and numbered ourselves. We eventually felt nothing for what we do. I named myself Abram to remember our sins, sacrificing the innocent. So we have Abram and Abel. What did I even expect to achieve doing all this? Founding a showy corporation. I don't even know anymore. Does it really matter at this point? No, it doesn't. We were wrong from the start. Our very existence is wrong. You and I, all that's left for us is atonement. You already knew. You know, we didn't meaninglessly embrace this pain. Tifereth knew that a long time ago. I guess that's why he always walked ahead of me. One day I realized that you were also looking towards somewhere with clear vision, just like him. I didn't want to admit that I was lagging behind. I think that's why I was always so frustrated. I am the Sapphire of the middle layer, head of the central command team. I cannot afford to fall behind. Now can I? That is the reason why I said I'll count on you, and hold expectation. Promise to show me someday. and show the world the fruit of our pain and labor. You'll fall into the ground no matter how much expectation and hope you have. You know what? Photosynthesis is for plants, after all. Things that actually take in the sunlight. It was never for something like you and I. Don't you know this already? We drove Carmen to death. We just saw that. I was always furious without any reason. I always felt like I'm missing something, but I never knew what the something was. I vented this anger of mine in a rather bad way, just as you saw. This madness without purpose would never go away. If you didn't stop me, I would have grown bigger and bigger, and eventually devoured me. We're never going back to how it was before. The situation's changed way too much. But I was able to keep my promise with her because you stopped me. You also have to remember this. She would want you to protect what we have left rather than just languish in guilt. The courage to protect. She entrusted us with what is left. But we were not the person who Carmen thought us to be, no? The only person that believed in us was gone. There was no one left. Manager, do you know why I chose to join your small company instead of any other of the grander wings? Of course, Carmen's moving speech did pique my interest, I'm not going to lie. However, the decisive factor for me was because I liked how everyone here trusted her. You know how meaningless the word trust is nowadays, don't you? That's not all, Manager. Carmen trusted in you entirely, until her final moments. Everyone else who remained did too. Why do you think I decided to stick with you until the end? Just look around you now. Everyone gathered here just for you, and they're waiting expectantly. Those who are faithful and trustworthy. How can you be so certain? Carmen lies here neither alive nor dead. How could you walk towards the unpredictable future, leaving her behind here? We are obliged to remain trapped in this cycle of eternal punishment. Yet still you want to reach for tomorrow. You want to escape this endless regret and atonement. There is one final door past here that wasn't written in the story. It's one I can't open. It only opens to those who are not soaked in regret. Think you can open it? I do plan to. Are you ready, kids? Oh. Ellipses. Tree of light. Why do I see only darkness? Why does my voice not reach you at the finale? So we should be able to 100% this, because I have LA Rune now, which means I can complete her. She's a teleporting abnormality and an instant kill abnormality, so this is going to be a little obnoxious to carry with us into these final moments. But I think that's fine. I do have to check and make sure no one died, though. If we can get there, of course. A lot of talking in these final story days. Ah. No one died. Reach Meltdown 10 or neutralize the red mist. I gotta fight her again? You kidding me? Granted, I guess I should have expected that. I'm gonna assume that all three of them will be active. I forget what Tifereth does. I hope Chesed's not part of it. If Chesed is a part of it, then I'm gonna have to just have... I'm gonna have to do what I did before. And let the abdomen... wait, I can't. I can't cheese Gabira. Damn. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're really getting to the end there, aren't we? Bye.